All right, we'll see if this. It looks like I'm back on now. Yeah, I have no idea. My internet did not crash. I have no idea what just happened there. As far as I can tell, my StreamYard crashed. Anyway, we'll move on. I would like to give a second for people to get back in here. Mrs. Peete pulling the plug. I don't know. Maybe she did do that. I don't know. Trying to sabotage your boy or something.
My game crashed too.
Oh.
My game crashed too.
Yeah, see, Pete Jr. just said his game crashed too, so maybe it was the internet. Oh, yeah. It's back on now. So.
I'm going to bed.
All right. Yeah, good. Just like 2 more seconds, I'll get to the phone calls. That's why everyone's here. I'm just giving some time for more people to get up back on here. They got interrupted by whatever just happened. Oh, look, I'm a professional. Everybody knows that. All right. We'll move right on. But I do have a bet with Okaloo for $25. Another bet. So that's good. All right. Of course, I'll take the phone calls in the order they came in. What is up? You're on with Pete.
Yes, this is Jebediah Thibodeau. We just shut your internet off because you didn't pay your interstate bill we sent you.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? When I uploaded that, which first of all, I don't care about the shorts being monetized, like whatever. But they did send me a notification and let me know they weren't monetizing my Florida Highway Department video. I was like, yeah. I wonder why. Anyway, what's up, TB?
No, this is Tiger Pate. I just wanted to say that, yeah, I do support you and your Clemson Tigers. I have a bit of a soft spot in my heart for people, you know, on the low. And so,
is that what it was about? I haven't seen your video that he was talking about, but
no, I just compared the fact that they had a slow start last year against Colorado, you know, and then had a slow start this year, and they played a much better team. Or Garrett Riley played a much better team. So said, you know, y'all will get better. I said, you also won't have 3 fumbles within the 10-yard line. I was like, but the question marks for your team are just defense, blah, 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 that. But anyways, man, yeah, so you said your internet was on Viagra. What's up with that?
Oh, it was. I guess. I mean, until about 10 minutes ago, I guess. I don't know.
You think it took the Viagra like a long time ago?
Well, I think maybe it might have shot its load. And, you know, it needs some time to recoup, like 5 minutes. You know, that's what happened. It was too excited.
The way Hugh Hefner put it, it didn't matter. Like, he had unlimited loads. Like, you could do as much laundry as you wanted. Like, it was. Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, that's I'm glad your internet's working there, but yeah, so what's up, dude? What are you excited for this weekend? I know y'all play Charleston Southern. It'd be nice to get a win, but away from that,
I'm not excited about this weekend. I mean, if Cade Klubnik can stay upright, that'll be good. But outside of that, look, there's nothing you can really take out of Charleston Southern. It's an FCS team. It's about 6 miles from my house. I'm very familiar with the team. You know, I'm looking to week 4. Well, actually, I guess week 3. That'd be more of a test, FAU, than Charleston Southern would be. What I'm looking forward to this weekend has nothing to do with Clemson. I'm looking forward to Miami and Texas A&M. I'm looking forward to Alabama and Texas. I'm looking forward to Colorado and Nebraska. I'm looking forward to Notre Dame and NC State. I'm looking forward to some of these teams that Clemson to play down the road. You know what I mean?
Well, away from Clemson, what games are you looking forward to streaming this week?
Well, so far it looks like the members, the join members, and the Patreon members have chosen so far. It's like a runaway. They want me to stream at night, so most likely I'll be doing the private stream at the 7:00 games, and I'll probably stream at the 3:30 games on YouTube. So,
Okay.
like
Okay.
A&M
Well, I mean,
and Miami.
I think either way, whatever you stream will be good. I think this past weekend you kind of showed how much fun it was in the members only stream. So if you guys out there haven't joined yet, you will highly appreciate being a part of the members only stream.
Yes, it's there's a lot of debauchery that goes on in there.
Yes.
I always describe it as it's like a group of friends having a beer in a bar. You know what I mean? And
No,
talking shit.
I agree completely.
Yeah. A lot of
I
fun.
had the game on TV, and then I put that on mute, and then just had you playing.
Hey, there you go. Nobody wants to listen. Who was calling that game? That we
I don't even know. I muted it before I could even hear it.
exactly.
That was it.
Nobody cares. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, no, that's it for me. I just wanted to call in and just kind of advertise my Tiger Peete
right.
YouTube channel.
All right, TB. I'll see you soon, buddy.
See you, dude.
Have a good one. This one should be good. What's up? You're on. Oh wait, you're next. I know I just picked you up. That was by accident. I take these in the order they came in. I had to stick to that. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Nope.
Can you hear me?
Yes, of course I can hear you.
Hello, Pigs.
What's up, man?
It's been a while. First, it's doing good. What about you?
Well, I'm amazing and fantastic. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty darn good right now, I'd say, especially after the events of Sunday night. We just blew out LSU, and I was at that game, so I was able to see that in person. Such a great experience.
Oh, you went to the game.
Exactly. Yes, I did go to the game. It was a great atmosphere. I was like 80% FSU fans. I know it's in Orlando, but still, like, you'd expect LSU to have a little bit better of a presence there, which is, do better LSU next time.
Yeah, I was surprised. Actually, I wasn't surprised. I mean, the game was in Florida, right? But before the game, I don't know if you saw this. Well, you probably didn't see it because you were at the game. But on TV, there was a soundbite of Brian Kelly before the game going, yeah, this is clearly a partisan crowd. We're going to have to bring our A game, which they didn't. Or maybe they did. I don't know.
Not, no.
I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe that was their A game.
It could be. It could be that Florida State us were just that good, which.
I mean, look, I don't make the rules here, but it's like I said, the ACC speed is just too much for the SEC. I mean, we've seen a small sample size, but so far, that seems to be true. I mean, the SEC just can't compete with the ACC in 2023. I don't know what to tell you.
I know y'all SEC listeners are gonna hate this, but when we were blowing out LSU, I broke out in a little SEC. It
is what it is, man.
Want to have a little fun,
It is what it is.
If they don't like it, maybe they should have done something about it.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how many more SEC ACC matchups there are for the rest of the year. I mean, I know this week we've got Texas A&M and Miami. I know, of course, at the end of the year we have the rivalry games, right? So we have Kentucky and Louisville, we have Clemson and South Carolina, we have Florida and Florida State. Let me ask you this: based on those three matchups alone at the end of the year, right now, I mean, I know it's like way too early predictions. Kentucky and Louisville. Clemson and South Carolina, and Florida State. Like, who do you think wins those matchups?
All right, so obviously, I think FSU is going to blow out Florida. It's not even going to. be
Well, of course, it's not going to be close. That game would be over by the end of the first quarter.
It'll be something like 38-10 or something like that.
So you saw Clemson completely fumble and fall in their face on Monday night against Duke, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was shocking to me. I mean, I'm from Durham, North Carolina. I'm from the area where Duke is, and I've been growing up going to Duke games, so I know that place firsthand, and I have never seen Duke knock off an opponent of that caliber.
Well, because it's been like 30 years since they've done that. But having said that, Who do you have against? Who's a better team, Clemson or South Carolina? You saw South Carolina fall in their face too. Which one was worse?
I did. South Carolina got blown out, and Clemson definitely has more talent. I'm probably going to have to go with Clemson as of right now because I like their coaching staff a little better. I think Beamer is a cool guy, but I just don't think he has it cut out with him right now. I think Spencer Rattler is a decent quarterback, but he's just not. I think, super special.
Well, Spencer Rattler's a good. He's a good quarterback. I'll give credit where credit's due. He got sacked 9 times though, against North Carolina's defense.
Where have I seen
North Carolina
before?
Huh?
Where have I seen a quarterback get sacked a gazillion times before?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen it a lot of times. But who? I know you're referring to somebody in particular. Who is it?
FSU's offensive line from 2015 to 2021.
Oh yeah, that was pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that game in 2016 when y'all like sacked Francois like 10 times?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And what happened to Florida State that year? I mean, not outside of that game.
Outside of that game in 2016, he got, Francois he couldn't do anything because we didn't give him enough protection. The very next year, poof, he gets hurt.
Wow.
It was going to happen eventually.
Yeah. I don't want to see Rattler get hurt. Look, I'll come on here and troll South Carolina till the cows come home. I hope that Spencer Rattler come Thanksgiving weekend, which is when they play Clemson every year, is 100% healthy and upright, right? Exactly. So we can absolutely destroy him and sack him 10 times instead of 9, which is probably what's going to happen. Look, man, look.
So.
Look, North Carolina's a good team. And I'm not taking that away from them. I don't know where they're going to finish in the ACC. I don't know where they're going to finish nationally. But the idea that they went from 109th defense last year to a top 10 defense overnight, it's just not true. That South Carolina fans can say that all they want. It's just not true.
Exactly.
North Carolina, at best, will finish the season with an average defense. And they absolutely dominated South Carolina at the line of scrimmage. Dominated them.
How does an ACC team, especially one of the caliber of North Carolina, dominate an SEC school like South Carolina?
Well, because South Carolina's poverty, negative 2 yards rushing. There's really nothing else you can say about it. Nothing.
Is that because like all their rushing production left, or I've not been following?
They're just not good. Look, they're just not good. Look, this is the thing that happens with South Carolina. Every time they win 9 games or 10 games or whatever their ceiling is, following that they shit the bed and they're like a fringe bowl team. That's the history. This is not my opinion. This is a fact. Every time in history, outside of a couple of years with Spurrier, they win 9 games. The next year, they shit the bed. And this is no different.
Yeah.
No different.
It is. And South Carolina is one of the worst athletic departments in the country.
Of course it is.
Could prove me wrong
and even the South Carolina fans will tell you the worst athletic programs in the country. Look, they've been calling for their athletic director to be fired for the past 3 years. I mean, they somehow managed, after 10 years of trolling Clemson for having the most quirky, dorky head coach that cries all the time and all of college football, they somehow managed to go out and get somebody even more dorky than Dabo and cries even more than Dabo.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's unbelievable what's going on in Columbia.
Really
But they love him, though. They love him, though.
Do they? Because
so good for them. Good for them.
Because I've seen some posts on some boards saying that they want to fire Beamer.
And look, as bad as Clemson looked on Monday, they're going to go up into Columbia at the end of November and beat the absolute brakes off of Shane Beamer and the Gamecocks. It's not going to be close. Write it down. Tattoo it on your forehead if you have to. But if you do tattoo it on your forehead, make sure you tattoo it backwards so that when you look in the mirror, it reads correctly. But that's happening.
it is going to happen. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I know it is.
Going to beat South Carolina. It's just, it's inevitable. I mean,
everybody knows that.
It happens every year. Y'all did it for 7 years in a row or something like that before last year. And Spurrier ain't walking through that door for South Carolina. Spoiler alert. It's just not going to happen. So I know Clemson looked awful, but it's a new offense. They're going to get better. They're not going to be horrible people. They're not, or anything like that. I think they're a solid 9-3 type of team, but I think it's definitely possible that that game could end up in a blowout. And I think that Clemson will probably win that game something like 31-17 maybe.
Yeah. There's no way that they score 17 points. But anyway, so before I let you go and move on, Noel Squad, give me your predictions for Week 4. I think both of us. I mean, Clemson has two, lower level teams between now and then. Who does Florida State play next week and the week after that?
All right. So this upcoming weekend, we're going to beat the hell out of Southern Miss.
Yeah.
And then we're going to
Southern Miss.
That's right. Play Boston College.
Oh God.
And then we play Clemson.
Boston College. You might beat them by 100. They are so bad.
They are.
They're really bad.
Northern Illinois.
They're really bad. But that's not a shocker to anybody. So, listen, I look forward to seeing you. I know people are saying, why would Clemson look forward to playing Florida State? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's been since 2015 since you beat us. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I know.
2014.
No.
Y'all beat us in 2015.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Since 2015.
Well, I'm getting confused here because the last time we won was 2014.
Did I say 2014?
And 2015 was the start of the streak.
That's what I said, right? 2015.
You said 2015. Yeah, you've been beating us every year since 2015. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Maybe I'm stupid.
All right. Anyway, good luck to your team. You probably don't need it. But good luck to your team anyway. And I'm sure I'll talk to you between now and then. No doubt.
Oh, of course. You're going to talk to me. I'll be right here.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. What's up? You're on with Pete.
So I heard you were looking for a birthday gift, sir.
I don't know who said that. I didn't say that. It's not my birthday.
This is a Bond with AC. And
I don't care who it is. It's not my birthday.
But I have the perfect birthday gift for you in the Bond with AC all-wussy team.
It's not my birthday.
So, but anyway, let's get to the Bond with AC all-wussy team. Because it's about that time that we start doing it. So, anyway, the quarterback who I get the absolute honor and privilege to watch Colorado beat the absolute soul out of, Jeffrey Sims, basically Anthony Richardson reincarnated. The running backs in the offensive line, we can basically put every South Carolina running back and offensive lineman on planet Earth for their amazing and fantastic, with the little Bob Ross action, -2 yards rushing, and 9 sacks. So, great job, guys. Wide receivers, we have the incredible sucknut duo of Emeka Egbuka and Marvin Harrison Jr. for failing to reach 50 yards combined between the two.
Hold on now. Hold on. Say that name again.
So for the wide receivers, we have the amazing sucknut duo of Marvin Harrison Jr. and Emeka Egbuka for failing to reach 50 yards combined.
Okay.
Between the two receivers. So good job over there. And defense, we have to give it to TCU because you gave up 4 100-yard receivers. I don't even know how that's possible, especially with how bad Colorado's offensive line is. And you now made Colorado a contender for Bryce Underwood, so I hate you forevermore.
So don't you do this thing where you do an all-wussy team every week?
Yeah.
Where can we see that?
We can see that Wednesday on the Pigskin Pete show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you think it was good to maybe let me know that before you said that, or you just announcing that now, or?
I put a comment on your State of the Fan
Oh,
address that we're gonna be tomorrow.
Oh, gotcha. So leaving a comment on one of my videos is asking me and telling me what's happening on my show. I got you, and that makes sense. I should have looked at that comment. I missed it. I was too busy reading all the comments that said that Garrett Riley forgot how to coach football, and Gary Klubnik was no good, and all those kind of things.
But,
I guess I missed it.
but,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get the honor of going on a plane Friday and watching Colorado beat the absolute soul out of Jeff Sims. So that should be fun.
Oh. Yeah.
So, yeah. And
Well,
of course, the head coach of the all-wussy team, until proven otherwise, is the leading sucknut apologist, Slimy Hot Boy.
Slimy Hot Boy.
Yes.
Haven't seen him on here, so I can't comment on that. That's unfortunate too, but because I look the past of 6 years, I've been paying child support to my little Buckeyes, and I guess my children don't appreciate me. They hate their daddy, so they can't show up. They don't show up. They don't call in. It's very disappointing. I have a long distance relationship. Well, actually, I have no relationship with them. It's very sad. My kids don't appreciate me. So,
So they're still mad about 2019, I see.
Well, they're mad about being 1-4 against Clemson all the time, and that's what it is. And Slimy Hot Boy is probably one of them, and that's fine. Look, I'm not there, right? His mommy Jim Harbaugh is raising him, so I get it. So, I get it.
Wait,
I get it.
So his daddy's Davo.
Yeah. Well, me, I'm their daddy.
And his mommy's Jim.
I have the DNA test to prove it.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, anyway. All right. Well, Ball of an AC, it was great talking to you. Anything else before I let you go and move on, or?
Oh, and by the way, I'm the Sucknut Man's a stepchild.
Huh?
What? I'm the Sucknut Man's a second daddy, so I might have to start paying child support soon. Because they're soft over there. What can you do?
They're very soft. Yeah, you're right. All right, thanks for calling in, buddy. I have to move on.
All right, see you, bud.
All right, see you later, man. Balling with AC. I got to give him props, though. I banned him from the show like 6 months ago because he wasn't 18 yet, and he was coming on here and saying some crazy shit. But I got to give him credit. He's called in twice now, and he hasn't, gone over the edge, which is important to me. What's up? You're on with Pete.
What's up, Pete?
Oh, what's up, man?
Did you watch the video on Lou's channel where it said an Ohio State man jumped out the window?
Did I watch a video on Lou's channel that said an Ohio State man jumped out a window?
Yeah. It came out about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
his name was...
Who was it?
Slimy Hot Boy.
Yeah, we were just talking about him.
Yeah, I know. I was laughing about that.
That's great. Do you have any questions other than what happened on Lou's show 3 weeks ago, or?
Yeah. Is he okay? I think.
Is who okay?
Slimy Hot Boy, because I think we.
All right, have a good night. It was good talking to you. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Why'd you put him in there though? We gonna think that they're dirty. Hello? Pete.
Hello?
Pete, what's up, Pete?
Hey,
what's up, Pete? Man, I didn't even know I was on your show. I
didn't know either. It's a surprise to both of us. How did this happen?
What's up, Pete?
Man, what's up, man?
I'm just getting in, man. I wanted to join your show.
All right. Sounds good. I'm just joining now, too. I just joined about 2 minutes ago, so you're right on time.
No, I don't know if you remember me. I joined your show a couple times last year. I enjoyed the content you put out.
All right. I appreciate that, man.
Yep. But I was wanted to talk to you about, I know you're a Clemson fan, and I watched that game. I kind of agree with that, but I ain't never seen a game like that in my entire
Now, look, I got drugged through the mud for saying that was a bizarre game. Was that not a bizarre game?
Y'all want Clemson outgained them, out everything. More time of possession, more first downs, more rushing yards, I think. I never, and y'all kept fumbling the ball inside the 2-yard line. Like, did they go over that during the preseason or something? Or?
Listen to this. I know a lot of you, if you've seen my videos, you've heard this, and you'll hear it for the 5th time now. Clemson, 422 offensive yards, Duke, 374. Clemson, 83 offensive plays, Duke, 64 offensive plays. Clemson, 29 first downs. Duke, 18 first downs. Clemson, 34 minutes of possession. Duke, 26 minutes of possession. If you read that stat sheet and asked me who won the game, and without looking at the final score or watching the game, you tell me Clemson dominated it. For anybody who says that's not a bizarre outcome with that stat is I don't know what you're watching, because it is.
That was kind of weird. Yeah, y'all dominated that game.
Well, they didn't dominate the game. Look, Duke made the plays that mattered, and the only ones that did matter.
Right.
So,
well. Yeah, that quarterback. Well, people don't give that quarterback for Duke enough credit. That quarterback was pretty good, though. Duke's quarterback is pretty good. He's not that bad. So I enjoy.
Riley Leonard's a good quarterback, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
But anyway, though, I wanted to talk to you about that and talk to you about my Buckeyes. My Buckeyes, we didn't look very good either offensively.
I saw some of that game.
We got a lot.
So what's the problem there? I heard the running game was non-existent and the quarterback was mediocre. I didn't look. I saw maybe 10 minutes of the game, honestly. So I don't really know. All I'm going off of is what I hear the Buckeye fans say on YouTube and Twitter.
I'm gonna give you an honest assessment.
All right, good.
I told Uncle Lou this last night on his show. First of all, people who say that we need a new quarterback or all that, they don't watch football. McCord, actually, after he settled down in the game, he actually played pretty well. He did okay. He missed some throws, but it's his first game. Give him a break. The guy just been sitting on the sideline cold for the last 2 years. And then another thing is, the problem is we have offensive line issues. That's the major problem, number one. Our defense looks majorly improved. But our problem is we have offensive line issues, and we got to settle those issues. The only other problem is Ryan Day has to declare a starter at quarterback. You can't have you can't have both quarterbacks walking around the facility or at the game on the sideline. As soon as they get in the game, they know if they make a mistake, they're coming out the game. They're not playing free. The quarterback has to play free. So he knows if he mess up, it's okay. Just next play, whatever. So these guys are walking around on eggshells. They're scared to make a mistake. Once Ryan Day declares a starting quarterback, then we'll be okay. So that's the other issue that we got. So we got offensive line issues, and Ryan Day needs to declare a quarterback.
I know. I mean, Clemson's declared a quarterback, right? It's clearly Cade Klubnik, but to me, it sounds like you have similar issues to Clemson. Now, you don't have wide receiver issues like Clemson does. I mean, you got the best wide receiver in the country, Marvin Harrison Jr., and you got a couple other studs out there too. But wide receiver, I can relate with. But you know what? Ohio State has a history of winning titles with not a great quarterback. I mean, look, if you go back to the first year of the playoff, they beat Alabama and they went on to dominate Oregon in the national championship game with a third-string quarterback. And so
Cardale Jones.
Yeah, Cardale Jones. This is proof that you don't need a generational type quarterback to win titles in modern college football. But you need somebody who's at least, serviceable, right? Somebody who's not going to turn the ball over every 3 seconds. Somebody who can run the ball if they need to. Somebody
Right.
Yeah. So
Absolutely, no doubt. Yeah, no doubt. But again, Pete, the biggest issue is the offensive line. We got to fix the offensive line.
That is an issue.
Yeah. Now, again, we won the game 23-20. We probably should have won the game we won the game 23-3. We probably should have won a game like 38-3. We left a lot of points out there, but a win is a win. So I ain't tripping over that. But if we play like that against any team that's relevant, we're gonna lose.
Of course. Look, so what you're telling me is Ohio State did not look as good as you wanted them to week 1 against an inferior opponent, right?
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right.
We didn't play up to our standard.
Of course not.
All the talent we got, yeah.
You got out of there with a win. Are you ready to throw the towel in based on what you saw in week 1?
Oh no! I'm excited. I'm glad that people are talking and look at them. They only scored 23. That's good because if you look at Ryan Day's track record with quarterbacks, when's the last time he had a quarterback that wasn't in the Heisman finals?
Well, that's you know what? That's actually a good point. But
so I'm definitely quarterback is not the concern. The quarterback, McCord or Devin Brown, whoever, it's probably going to be McCord.
Now, hold on. I'm going to push back on that a little bit, that quarterback's not concerned, because I think you spent the first part of this call saying that the quarterback was the concern in the offensive line.
No, the quarterback, the only concern is because Ryan Day hasn't declared who his quarterback is. That's the concern. Again, I'm at PigskinPeete. You watch football. I don't know if you ever play, but I know you watch football and you know the game.
Yeah.
So you're running a team, and you have 2 pretty good quarterbacks, and you say, well, I don't know, y'all play good in camp. I don't know, man. We're going to keep going throughout the season. So I'm going to go with you. And then if the other guy's going to play too. Now, how do you think that's going to make both quarterbacks feel?
So are you of the opinion that the quarterback he started week 1 is not his quarterback? I mean, I'm confused about this. You're saying that he hasn't named a quarterback yet, but do you have to?
About both quarterbacks.
Hold on now. So, do you have to name a quarterback when you literally started one in week 1? I mean, that's your quarterback, right?
No. So if I was Ryan Day, I would name a quarterback. Everybody know McCord is okay. McCord
listen,
is.
My question is, he doesn't have to name a quarterback. It spoke for itself. He started him last week. That's your quarterback.
Well, yeah. Well, McCord.
I'm confused as why you're saying it didn't name a quarterback.
Because he has McCord walking around on eggshells. Because if McCord make a mistake, he coming out the game. Because Devin Brown is just as good. See, when Devin Brown comes in the game, you have to defend the whole field. McCord is like a statue. If the pocket breaks down, McCord can move a little bit, but he's not that. When Devin Brown's in there, if the pocket breaks down, Devin Brown's gonna get up out of there, and he can move. So Devin Brown is the more athletic guy. Who's more of a pure passer and probably a better passer is Kyle McCord.
I believe you that you know more about that than I do. I have no idea. But what I don't believe you about is who the starting quarterback is. We've already seen it, right?
Yeah. Well, if you want to go with that, yeah, I'll say this.
I'm not going with anything. Ryan Day did.
Well, no, that's fine. That's fine, Pete. But I'm gonna tell you this: if we want to win a national championship, we need to play Devin Brown. If we just want to win 10 games and we lose 1 or 2, we probably play McCord. We play Devin Brown, but we got to play him like from here on out, though.
So what you're telling me is, hold on now. I'm trying to understand. I'm not trying to be a dickhead or anything. So what you're telling me is there's an actual quarterback controversy still going on in Ohio State right now, or is that just a fan thing, or is that an actual thing?
To be real with you is yeah and no. The answer to your question is yes and no.
No.
We can't judge Devin Brown if he played 3 snaps, 3 meaningful snaps.
I'm not asking about you. I'm asking I'm trying to get to the bottom of.
You're asking if Ryan Day,
yes.
You're asking if Ryan Day, yes. So probably in Ryan Day's mind, if you ask me to go inside Ryan Day's mind, McCord is our quarterback.
All right. Yes. Thank you. All right. That's what I was getting at.
But my last question is, PigskinPeete is for you, you Tater guys, and Clemson Dabo has done a great job. But I was watching the game the other night, and people say, "Oh, Clemson ain't got no receivers," blah blah blah. And I seen this one kid. I was watching the game, but I was kind of going in and out. I seen y'all do the ball. There's one kid. He looked pretty good catching the ball. I think he had a couple catches. His name is Bo Collins.
Yeah, Bo.
Collins
Yeah,
guy.
Bo.
He's not a 5-star. He seemed like he would be just like looking at his physique and everything and how he played.
He was a 4-star. Bo Collins was a teammate of DJ Uiagalelei at high school. They won state championships in California together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering where
He was a 4-star.
from.
Last year he was banged up, didn't play much. Clemson's I know that the narrative is that Clemson has no wide receivers. It's loaded with a bunch of 4-star talent. Look, they don't have the Sammy Watkins, they don't have the Nuke Hopkins, they don't have the Mike Williams, right? I mean, they don't have that, and we all know that.
Right.
But it's not. But people pretending like Clemson's wide receiver corps is just a bunch of scrubs. I mean, stop it.
No, that's definitely I know Dabo's recruited better than that.
Yeah. Now listen, you got you can recruit all you want. You got to develop the guys. And you have to have and you also have to have a quarterback that can get into the ball, right? So,
I thought Klubnik played all right.
I don't think he played well.
I mean,
no.
I thought he moved the ball. Okay, so Pete, just so you know, because I know this call is getting long, I know you got to get off the call.
Yeah.
But I just want you to know, as I was watching the Clemson game, and I'm a diehard Buckeye fan, it reminded me when I was watching my Buckeyes play Saturday. I'm like, damn, they move the ball in between 20 to 20. They get down here to the goal line. It's almost like they was teasing everybody. Like, yeah, we're going to move the ball up and down the field. We'll get to the goal line. We're going to find a way to screw it up. Like,
yeah, well, they moved the ball up and down the field, running the ball with Phil Moffitt and Will Shipley. The passing game was virtually non-existent. I mean, it just was really bad.
I think y'all should have got Shipley the ball more too. Shipley didn't get enough.
Well, I mean, goddamn, Shipley was about to fall out by the end of the fourth quarter. I mean, he got a lot of touches. Phil Moffitt should have got more touches. But look,
yeah, Moffitt looked good.
Yeah,
looked real good running.
Yeah, look, the Clemson's running back room is not the issue. It's the best position group on the entire team. Period. End of story. I mean, defensive line and running back group are the two best position groups on that team. So,
the last thing I want to say is this, Pete. And I'm a big college football fan, just like you and Uncle Lou and a lot of people. And I asked Pete this the other night. If you just had to pick a Heisman Trophy candidate out of all of college football, all Division I, off watching Week 1, who is the best player in college football?
Ain't even close, man. Listen,
I think you're gonna say what I'm finna say.
It's Travis Hunter.
You go first.
It's Travis Hunter.
Okay.
If you're just if you're just talking about Week 1, it's not even close. I mean, look, there's a lot of players played great in Week 1. Nobody did what he did. No, but not even close. Now, is that sustainable? Probably not. But I mean, the guy played 140 snaps, was the best player on the team on both sides of the football, was the best player on the field on both sides of the football. I mean, come on, man. That was insane what he did.
Yeah,
insane.
I see why Nick Saban was upset when he didn't get him coming out of high school.
Yeah, no doubt.
He didn't get Travis Hunter. Nah, I know. Now, who's the last thing? Who would you say who's the second best? Who would come in second in the voting in Heisman?
I mean, you got to go with quarterbacks in this situation, right? So like, I mean,
I'm waiting to see what you're gonna say. You know who I would say.
Shedeur Sanders had an amazing game.
Yes.
Caleb Williams though is he's got like something like 8 touchdowns.
Caleb's not even close to Shedeur.
Well, here's the difference though. Caleb Williams has 2 games. Caleb Williams has 2 games. Shedeur Sanders only has 1 so far. So there's a different sample size there.
Well, here's my argument though. And Caleb Williams is a great player, but check this out though. If you watch the Colorado game, Shedeur was hitting the receivers on the money, in the hand. They weren't even breaking stride. Matter of fact, if you look at his incompletions,
look, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with you that. I'm not going to argue with you. That was one game. You know, the same way that I'm going to defend Clemson, even though I'm on an island here, saying that was one game, and it's not going to be that way the entire season. We need to see more out of Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Look, it doesn't really matter. If Shedeur Sanders or Travis Hunter is named the best player in the country, I saw what I saw. They're in the conversation, without a doubt.
Definitely.
Without a doubt.
They're going to lose though. They're going to lose. They don't have no defense.
They're going to lose some games. They're going to lose some games.
Yeah. But I appreciate the call,
Yeah, man.
Pete, man, and I enjoy the content, man. Good luck with your Clemson, and I hope Clemson gets it together offensively, and I hope my Buckeyes get it together offensively, because right now I can speak for both schools. If we play like we played the first week of the
We
season,
might meet in the Fruit Loop Bowl. The Cheez-It Bowl doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if you knew that.
Right.
Yeah, it might be. It's the Fruit Loop Bowl now.
Yeah, you'll be playing Army, and we'll be playing SMU.
Yeah, Clemson and Ohio State in the Fruit Loop Bowl. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the call, brother. The Fruit Loop Bowl. But don't worry. I will not do like Coach Coop did. This man got in a bathtub, son. A bathtub, son. In his skinnies. I'm hoping he was in his skinnies. I don't know. Because you couldn't tell. This man got in the bathtub and poured Cheez-Its. He took a Cheez-It bath. Look, I'm not taking a Cheez-It bath, a Fruit Loop bath, none of that shit. It ain't going to happen. It just ain't going to happen. What's up? You're on with Pete.
How you doing, sir?
I'm amazing and fantastic. How are you? Thank you for asking.
Oh, I'm great. It's nice and cool and 75 degrees here in Hoosier land.
Oh. That's good.
Yeah. You know who I think's going to win the Heisman?
No, I don't know. Tell me.
I do. Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. There you go. You still with me?
Yeah, barely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, not much excitement happened over the weekend, did it?
Huh? Oh, yeah. There was a lot of excitement.
Yeah. I was just being sarcastic.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah. No, you was talking to that buck nut.
That buck nut. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they played IU this past weekend, which I didn't expect them to win, but, you know, they came out and competed, and their defense was strong. So, and
they were strong.
Same criteria. Huh?
They were strong.
Yeah. No, they had the same criteria. They don't know who their quarterback was, and their OC played too conservatively with the ball. But, yeah, they competed. That's all I wanted to see.
Competing is important. That's the I'm not a football coach, but I think the first rule for any football coach is that your team should compete.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
most definitely.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. It was pretty interesting on all the games that I seen. I did not watch the Colorado and TCU game, but I heard that was a good one to watch. But I mean as long as good football is being played, you know, and no bullshit. I mean, but that's what makes it entertaining. But that, and I've seen the teams that were invited to join the ACC in the conference, you know, that you're in. So, and I don't think you're real happy about the outcome of that. But, you know, I was wanting to get your take on that.
Do you drink alcohol?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Good. Me too.
I hear you. I know where you're going. Yeah. No, I figured they could have got a little bit better than that on, inviting teams, you know, with a higher, you know, somewhat of a higher ceiling. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. So. You still there? You got quiet on me. I don't know if I'm dropping reception or what.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, no,
I'm
but
here.
I did watch. Okay. But I did watch bits and pieces of the Clemson and Duke game, and I knew their quarterback would stand out, but I looked at the statistics. You know, Clemson didn't really have bad drives or anything. They just made stupid decisions at the wrong time, and that's how you lose games.
Dumb decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, the decisions were dumb.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No, I completely agree.
Really
yeah,
dumb decisions.
Yeah. Who do they have next?
By Clemson. Some of the worst decisions I've ever seen in all of college football. It's really sad.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Right.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. I don't know.
That goes towards everybody.
I don't know what they're going to do. Will they learn though? I don't know if they'll learn.
You just have to wait and see.
Just going to have to wait and see.
To play on their schedule.
Charleston Southern. I mean.
Wolf. Okay. Well. Yeah.
Look, man, that's a tough team. A tough FCS team. Look, I got to go. Thank you. Oh my God. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Yeah, I thought Clemson was going to beat Duke, but when you have 2 missed field goals and then 2 fumbles, which hurt, and Clemson when they were down about to score.
Thank you. What's up? You're on with Pete.
Wow.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Wow.
Okay.
It's almost like you're in the room with me. I can hear right in my ears.
Okay, I'm not in the locker room and I'm not eating a hot dog. So let's get that out of the way first.
All right, good.
And then my second complaint is with Shane Beamer. I don't understand how a head football coach can blame the chain crew for losing a game.
Oh my God, that was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. Is it possible that South Carolina found a more goofy crybaby than Dabo Swinney? It is possible. It's not only is it possible, it's a fact.
I mean, hey, before he talked about that, I wouldn't think that Dabo was his mentor.
Oh,
but apparently he is.
Sir, you're about to send all the Gamecocks, all 3 of them that watch this channel, running and screaming. Big mad, son.
I don't understand how you can bitch about a chain crew when you got the on.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you think that after that game, after that absolute ass whipping, do you think that Shane Beamer was so distraught that he called Dabo Swinney personally on a cell phone and cried about it? And had Dabo Swinney console him?
I absolutely think he did.
I do. I think he did too. I really do.
I mean,
sad.
When's the last time? I mean, it's absurd. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen anything like it either.
It's sad.
Yeah, it's not only sad, it's embarrassing.
It is very embarrassing.
I mean, look, if you're a South Carolina fan, your football program in general and your university is embarrassing enough. Imagine that. Now, like you would think that the athletic director and the president of the university would say, look, we're embarrassing. Our football program is at like out of 130 teams is at like 130 maybe historically. We're at the bottom of the barrel. Just don't do anything to embarrass us publicly. We already do that well enough on our own when we go out on Saturday and take the field. But no, they didn't do that. They hired this guy, and he embarrasses them on a weekly fucking basis.
Do you think he and the AD there they came up with a plot to blame it on the crew
I don't know. I got yelled at. This is hilarious, by the way. I posted on Twitter. I said, as bad as the loss was against Duke, at least Dabo Swinney didn't go, blame the chain gang for his loss after the game. Man, South Carolina fans flooded in there going, well, you missed the part where he did take the blame for the loss for the first 20 minutes, but then look, it's like, okay, fine. You know, it's like
So they were basically yelling in Twitter language.
yeah.
in all
So
caps.
so he did take blame for the loss, and then afterwards blamed everybody else for it. Yeah, like that makes it better. That's like saying, you know what, George Bush took a responsibility for going to Iraq for no reason, but you know what, at the end of it, he took responsibility. He said he fucked up. I don't know.
What an absolute embarrassment. I mean, as if Columbia wasn't bad enough already.
What a shithole that fucking.
When I
the armpit of America,
state, which isn't very often. I try to go around Columbia.
I'm embarrassed that I live in a state with the actual capital is Columbia, South Carolina. God Almighty. You know what?
Bro,
let me tell you something. Carolina Jackpot's a Gamecock. Even he won't live in Columbia because it's such a shithole.
Yeah, and he bitches about where he lives every day of the week.
Ah,
so
damn.
imagine how bad Columbia is. All right, bro. Have a good show.
All right, man. Thank you.
And leave my damn my chain crew alone.
Yeah, chain gang. What's up, you're on with Pete?
What's up, Pete?
What's up, Nate?
Not much. I have nothing bad to say about Clemson, although it was a little embarrassing for them to lose to Duke. More like Dookie Duke. I hate Duke. Whatever. And also, Ohio State. What embarrassment that you won by 20 points. 23-3. Absolute poverty. And that sucknut guy said, "Oh, it's a two quarterback situation. What would he fucking do? Pick a fucking quarterback, you dumb fuck." If I was Ryan Day, I would scratch my beard and say, "I'm picking Kyle McCord. That's it, final, and that's it." And also, Michigan's Ohio State's daddy, and they'll rock them. They'll rock Ohio State like a baby and toss them out the window. Have a good day.
What's up, you're on with Pete?
Pete. Can you hear me?
Hello?
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 You there?
I'm here. Are you there?
I can't hear you. Speak up. You there?
Hello?
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 Can you hear me?
What's up, man?
What's your thoughts on the Tulane Ole Miss game? Because that game is getting way overlooked, in my opinion.
The what?
The Tulane Ole Miss game.
It's not getting overlooked by me. I think it might be one of the most interesting games of the weekend.
Absolutely.
Tulane might beat them.
Absolutely.
Did you see the thing where I said this earlier on my on the midday show? I don't know who said it. I thought that it was a quote from Lane Kiffin, but it might be a quote from one of the writers that wrote the article. I don't know. With the 9-game schedule going to the the 9-game SEC schedule, and he said this is like an SEC game, 10 games. Is what he said.
Yeah.
Which is funny. Saying that Tulane is basically an SEC team. That was the whole point of the article.
Well, they used to be an SEC team, correct?
Well, I know that, but that's not what they were saying in this. They're saying that Tulane is an SEC caliber team, and I said, well, yeah, I guess Tulane's an SEC caliber team. They're better than half of the fucking teams in the SEC, or more than half.
Yes.
So they might be right about that.
They might be better than the whole SEC East combined, except for Georgia.
Mate, you know what? God damn. You know what? You might be right about that. You might be right about that.
Joe Milton might be.
I mean, look, let's go through it. Let's do it right now. Who am I talking to?
PR Sports.
PR Sports. Let's go through it right now. Tomorrow, your life depends on it. All right? Not $10, not $5, not some bullshit bet that you have to pay off to some jabroni YouTuber like me or Carolina Jackpot. Your life depends on it. Florida against Tulane. Who you picking?
Tulane. 100%.
South Carolina against Tulane. Who you picking?
The -2 rushing yards tells me that Tulane's going to beat them.
Kentucky against Tulane. Who you picking?
Tulane.
Missouri against Tulane. Who you picking?
Tulane.
God damn. This is a tragedy. So far, Tulane 4-0 against the SEC East. Where do we go now? Tennessee against Tulane. Who you picking?
Who's at home?
I don't know. This is not a real scenario. I'm just making it up on the fly, sir. I have no idea who's at home.
Tennessee. I think Tennessee wins in the first one.
All right. A win for Tennessee, according to PR Sports. Kentucky against Tulane. Who you picking?
Tulane.
Damn. This is crazy. I don't even know what to say about this right now. This is baffling and disturbing. And also not shocking. You're right. Tennessee, not Tennessee. Tulane is better than the majority of the SEC. Did I miss anybody? Did I say South Carolina? Jesus Christ, that would be over by halftime. Did I say South Carolina already?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
All right.
South Carolina would lead.
Oh, Georgia. Yeah, I'm missing Georgia, I think.
Well.
Of course, Georgia would beat Tulane.
Right.
So, all right. So according to you, and me, by the way, Georgia would beat Tulane. We know that, and Tennessee might. The rest of the SEC East, no. A big fat L, a loss for you. So you know what? Maybe that article was right. Maybe Lane Kiffin was right. It's like an SEC team. No, I think he's right.
Yeah, I think the as an Alabama fan and all the hype that I've seen, I think the Alabama-Texas game is clouding over some of the games that are being played this weekend.
Oh, Vanderbilt and Tulane. I forgot about them. I mean, they're easy to forget about. So I'm sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that.
I hope you got any answer that.
Vanderbilt and Tulane. Tulane easy, right? Tulane by what? 3 touchdowns, 4, 5? I don't know how many it is, but a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So there you go. There you go. Vandy.
Tulane. 100%. Yeah. I think Tulane could even beat some Big Ten teams. I'm going to be honest with you. I think Tulane might be.
Man.
If they were in the Power 5, I think they could possibly win one of the conferences.
Yeah.
Maybe not. The Big 12. I think the Big 12 can handle them, but in a couple of the Power 5s, I think they might win the conference.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's happened to the SEC East? I mean, they've just fallen apart. I mean, it's really embarrassing at this point. I mean,
yeah.
Outside of Georgia, I mean, everybody else is like mediocre at best, mostly less than mediocre. I don't really know what are they gonna do about that? What do you think? Well, it's a good thing they're getting rid of the divisions, so they can combine the mediocre teams with the not so mediocre teams next year, and so we get to see some good football. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that game, the game is at Tulane, correct?
I don't know.
I believe the last time.
But I mean, do you think that it's possible? I mean, I know this is a tough question because it's probably not possible. But do you think it's possible that the SEC could end up with a winning record against the ACC at the end of the year? I don't think it is, because I mean we went through the rivalry games at the end of the year. I mean, Louisville's clearly going to beat Kentucky. We all know that. I mean, Clemson's going to absolutely curb stomp South Carolina. I don't even think anybody's disputing that. Even South Carolina fans aren't disputing that at this point. I tried to make a bet with Jack. Look, I lost $100 to Jackpot on the Duke and the Duke and Clemson game. So I went into his show tonight, and I said, "Hey, double or nothing, bro, right? Bet me on Clemson versus South Carolina straight up." He wouldn't do it. He's smart. Clearly, he's smart. I mean, he just took $100 from me. He's a smart guy. Because he knows that he knows after what he saw week 1 from South Carolina and Clemson, that Clemson's problems are fixable and South Carolina's aren't. He's a smart guy. Jackpot. So that's a major loss. Shit. They might get sacked 15 times instead of 9 in that game. Florida and Florida State, goddamn, that might be the biggest blowout of the whole ACC-SEC matchup. That might be 45-0. That's how bad Florida is. Now, look, a good thing that the SEC has Georgia against Georgia Tech. Otherwise, that would be a clean slate wipeout 4-0 series for the ACC. So I don't know how many other games there are between the ACC and the SEC, but the SEC better step it up if they want to get on the ACC's level at this point. They just don't have what it takes. I mean, the ACC speed is just too much for the SEC. Everybody knows it. We've seen it. It's too much.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have 2 more questions. What's your thoughts on SMU joining the ACC?
My thought on it is completely potato. It does nothing for the ACC. That's my thought on it.
They don't even have money.
Adding Cal to the ACC does nothing for the ACC.
Yeah.
The only team that even has a pulse that I welcome with open arms, like a loving father does to his child, like I do to my Buckeyes, is Stanford. Because they have a legitimate football program recently.
Yeah.
And historically. Yep.
And then what's your thoughts on, obviously, the big game this weekend, Bama, Texas?
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. I mean, it's going to be close, I think. I'm picking Texas reluctantly. I'm not. Look, first of all, I'm not willing to bet on that. So that's how not sure I am about it. But it's going to be good. The Texas and Alabama game, and the Miami and Texas A&M game are the 2 games I'm looking forward to seeing the most. So. But both of those, I couldn't tell you. Like, no outcome would surprise me. Like if Alabama went out there and beat Texas, I mean, Nick Saban does Nick Saban things. They're favored for a reason. If he went out there and beat them by 14 points, wouldn't be shocked. If they lost, wouldn't be shocked. Same thing goes with Miami and Texas A&M, right? If A&M won by 14 points in Miami, I wouldn't be shocked. If Miami won the game, I wouldn't be shocked. So those are clearly 2 games I would not bet on, first of all. If I were me, and I am me, by the way, I didn't know if you knew that, I wouldn't bet on them, but those are the best games of the week. And then, of course, Colorado and Nebraska, just because of Colorado's, Colorado's like the shiny new toy, right? Deion Sanders comes in and, it shakes up the world. And it would have been different, if they would have lost to TCU last week. It wouldn't be the same thing. But they're the shiny new toy. Everyone's, clapping. It's like clapping for the special kid, who learned to read a 3-letter word for the first time. And so that's fine. Look, Colorado's probably a pretty good team. I don't know. But Colorado is the shiny new toy right now. So
Is 8-4 a stretch for Colorado?
8-4. Is it a stretch?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think they can make.
I don't know, man. They're very hard to figure out. And look, but here's the thing: if you just base what you saw, if you base your end of the year prediction what you saw in week 1, which is what people do, right? I mean, people are basing Clemson's end of the year record based on what happened against Duke. People are basing Colorado's end of the year record based on what happened against TCU. It's just what happens, right? We can only go off of what we've seen so far. If Colorado plays the way they did against TCU for the remainder of the year, they'll probably win 10 games. But I'm still not sold on that happening. I'm just not. I need to see more. In the same way that I need to see more from Clemson, the same way I need to see more from all these different teams. You know, week 1 overreaction has been like way through the roof. Way through the roof.
Yeah. Pete.
Yep. I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Just some advice. Just keep your head up. Enjoy the season.
Keep my head up. Why would you say keep my head up?
Well, no, I shouldn't have said that. But
I know you shouldn't have, because my head is clearly up right now.
Just understand that this is Garrett Riley's only first year here.
Huh?
Garrett Riley.
Oh, Garrett Riley?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Clemson. He doesn't have any of his guys in. And once he starts getting these guys in next year and maybe even the year after that, if he's not head coach by then, Clemson's going to be a really scary team. If they can develop Peter Woods and his defense, and if they can fix the issues on the offensive line, Clemson's going to be a really scary team. And I'm not looking forward to that as an Alabama fan. If Garrett Riley can bring his guys in. No, he did. Thank you for taking my call, Pete. Have a great night.
No, what's up? You're on with Pete.
The end of that call was like the 6th dumbest thing I've heard today. It was weird. It took a weird turn.
What was the 5th?
No, you don't even. Let's not even get into 1, 2, 5.
Okay,
it's
good.
been a weird day all the way around.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Imagine how bad Tulane would beat Duke.
Oh, they wouldn't.
Of course they wouldn't. They'd humiliate them. Hey, I'm not even trolling. People can go look for themselves. You can go to the official Miami Hurricanes University ticket office. Plenty of seats available for this Saturday.
Sir, I said this today on the midday show.
You did?
Yeah, no. Listen, so somebody posted. This was a Miami fan. This wasn't somebody troll. It wasn't a Florida fan or a Florida State fan or whoever that was trolling Miami. It was a Miami account and a pretty well known account as far as I could tell. They had 10,000 followers on Twitter, and he said he posted on there. There's been like less than 20% of the tickets sold to the game against A&M this week. Less than 20%.
Yeah. On the second-hand market like StubHub, people who bought tickets and are now trying to sell them, on StubHub they're selling for 50% of face value.
Oh my God!
So what the university is doing to try to sell more tickets is they are doing buy one get one free.
Oh my God! They're doing BOGOs, bro.
I'm not trolling. You can go to the website on the University of Miami's website and see this for yourself. If you buy a ticket to the Texas A&M game, you get a ticket to any other home game that you want for free.
Hold on now. So what you're saying? Hold on now. So what you're saying is not buy one get one. As far as like if I buy one, I can bring my wife with me or my friend with me. What you're saying is I buy one and I get a whole nother ticket for free to another game.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
BOGO. You don't even. Hey, you don't even have to give your phone number or anything like that, like you do at the grocery store to get 2 boxes of mac and cheese.
God damn, son.
Yeah.
So we always laugh about this team or that team can't get nobody to come to their games. They're basically giving away tickets. So Miami is actually giving away tickets for real.
Yeah. So here's the question: will there be more people at the Miami Texas A&M game, Auburn at Cal, or Stanford at Southern Cal?
Oh, man.
And combined, would it fill up any SEC stadium.
I think you should probably even say at this point the Southeastern Stadium, like even if you include the ACC in there.
Like would it be 80,000 people total between those three games?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if Miami gets desperate enough, they might just have some guy running around the streets before the game, just handing off tickets to people walking down the street and saying "come in," so they so they don't look like such such losers or something. I don't know, but that is. Are
you gonna stay up till 10:30 to watch Auburn at Cal?
Up till 10:30, yeah. Will I watch Auburn versus Cal? Debatable because I'm streaming 2 games in a row and I'll probably be like on E by then. But yeah, if I'm awake, I'll watch it.
Well, is the reason you don't watch Auburn at Cal going to be because you're watching Stanford at Southern Cal and you want to take a look at some of your competition for next year?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I would much rather watch the Tree than Auburn, for sure.
Yeah. Is Roger Dodger going to the game? He's in the comments section.
I don't know.
No one goes to Southern Cal games. It's weird.
He's probably got better things to do than go to that game.
Apparently, everybody's got better things to do.
Well, that is true too.
Than go to a Southern Cal game. It's really pitiful.
Yeah.
Remember last year when UCLA put a tarp over the upper deck at our stadium?
Oh my God, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, they got tired of ESPN doing the aerial shots, and it just, thousands and the entire upper deck was empty. So they just put a giant UCLA blue tarp over it.
Yeah, let me ask you. So did that happen last week too? I didn't see it. Have they carried that tradition over? Have they?
I don't know.
They might just need to go ahead and just make that a permanent thing. Just put a shell over that thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I figured it was all right if I called back in because, I've been hung up on before. That's no big deal. I've never had somebody in their entire stream on me before, though.
Yeah, well, I didn't do that.
Yeah, I know. It was your router in the comments section.
Yeah, the router did it.
I'm blocking your router from my comment section, by the way.
You know what? I probably should block him from mine, too, but I haven't done that yet. I don't think. Is he still in here? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
All right. Well, but ice to be a Blinto.
Yeah, ice to be a Blinto. Thank you. Anyway, that is going to do it for tonight, guys. I appreciate all of you. Some great calls tonight and some not so great calls and everything in between and all that. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I had a lot of fun. I know that people are like really upset that I'm not upset. Does that make sense? People are really upset that I'm not upset about the start to the football season. I don't know what to tell you. Clearly, I'm disappointed in Clemson's performance. I have no idea what to expect from the Tigers from here through the remainder of the year. I have no idea. We'll all find out together. I don't pretend to come on here and be an expert, right? Just a fan. But you know what I am excited about? Everything else. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm having a great time so far. A great time with this season, and we're only 2 weeks in. And I have no hesitation, rather, to say that that's going to continue in spades. And most of that's because of all of you guys, not because of me. You know what I mean? Anyway, what is tonight? Tonight's Thursday. No live shows on Thursday, unfortunately. Yeah, tomorrow's my day off, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. It's also my son's birthday, so we have to do that thing. So, anyway, I'll be back Friday morning at 11 a.m. for the midday show, and of course Friday night there is a game on Friday night. I can't remember which one it is though. Doesn't really matter. But either way, I'll still be live Friday night. For the call-in show at 10 p.m. So 2 shows on Friday. The last time I checked, for the Join members and the Patreon members, the private stream this weekend, it looks like it's going to be the 7 o'clock time slot, the night games on Saturday. And I still haven't decided what I'm going to do publicly on YouTube as far as the streaming on Saturday. I'm probably going to do the 3:30 games. So I'll be doing back-to-back streams, 3:30 then 7, 3:30 publicly, most likely. I'll announce it on Friday. I haven't figured that out yet. Most likely that's what it's going to be. Those are the best games of the day. A&M and Miami's at 3:30, and then Alabama, Texas at 7:30. So that's probably going to be the ones I do. Anyway, keep an eye out and all that. I love you. I was about to say you're the man. You're not the man. You're the people. There is women that watch this channel. There's at least 3 people that watch this channel who don't have dicks, right? Yeah, at least 3. So you're the people, whatever your pronouns are. All right, everybody. I'll see you on Friday. Have a good night.